Hello, vanakkam. This is the Deflowering podcast. Welcome to our pilot episode, Vanga Pesalam. All right, in this episode, we are going to start off by introducing ourselves. We're going to talk a little bit about who we are, why did we even start this whole podcast, and we'll go into more details about what we're going to try and achieve through this podcast. So, to begin this podcast, we're going to talk about who we are. We are a bunch of Tamil youths who have a lot to say, and we thought this was the perfect medium to get our thoughts out into our society and into you guys as well. To start this podcast, we are going to begin with an icebreaker question to our team, including myself, and we will answer that question and also introduce ourselves. I think it will be a great segue into who we are and why we've started this podcast. So our icebreaker question to our team is, what did we want to be when we were a child? So what was our ultimate dream? And we will start off with myself. So I'm Aravi and I am a Tamil female in my mid-20s. I wanted to start this podcast with my team because I wanted to voice my thoughts in a judgment-free environment and also without any limitations. And the answer to the icebreaker question is, when I was younger, I wanted to be a biologist, and God forbid I do not even know what a biologist does, but I just wanted to be a biologist. I didn't know what it consisted of, but I thought it had something to do with working with animals, and that was appealing for me back then. But now I'm very scared of animals, so that was probably not the best path for me. I'll pass it on to another team member, Maya.
Yes, so hi everyone, my name's Maya. I am a Tamil female as well, and I believe in this podcast medium, so I feel like it really gets through to people, and I'm able to voice my opinion and also share my views with other people and find out what's similar and what's different between us. As a child, I wanted to be a baker. I was obsessed with this show called Cake Boss, this American show based in New York. And that's where I saw myself icing cakes, decorating, and I just feel like it's a good place to be. I felt like I was very happy, and I guess that's what they depicted in the show. So leading on to Raghu, what was your dream?
My dreams. Hi, my name is Raghu. I am a male, the only male in this group, for now at least, maybe forever, who knows. But so when I was younger, I wanted to become an inventor because, every child, they watch Iron Man once, so they're like, yes, I can do that. That's so cool. When I get older, I'm going to be cool just like that. But my reasonings weren't very good, which we'll get into in a different episode. But for now, I want to be an inventor, but I realized I was too dumb to be an inventor because engineering doesn't get into my head, just like maths and English and any other subject that exists. And why I thought this podcast was a good idea is because I enjoy voicing my opinions and learning more about things from other people's opinions. And I thought podcasts were a great way to enhance my knowledge in certain topics and subjects. And now I shall pass the torch on to Kyle.
Hi guys, my name is Kyle, and I'm a female in my mid-20s, and I've never really thought about doing a podcast ever, but I've always enjoyed having these conversations with my friends at midnight every day. We've just got a lot of friends and we talk about all of these interesting topics that we could never talk about with our family. So I thought this would be a really good idea to sort of talk about it on this platform. So when I was young, I never really had any aspirations. I was always just going with the flow. It might have been because we grew up watching Tamil movies, and in Tamil movies, a lot of girls didn't really have any jobs. They were just housewives. So I never really saw myself having a job until I was in high school, and my friend was like, what the heck, you don't want to do anything? You don't want to work? So yeah, that was just it. I just wanted to be a housewife for the rest of my life. Okay, I'll pass it on to the last member of our team, Bhumi.
Hi everyone, I am Bhumi. I am also a female in my mid-20s. Why I wanted to start the podcast? Well, like Kyle said, very similar. So you only speak about certain things with a limited number of people. And when you think about it, they are quite interesting conversations and they should be spoken about more often. So I'm glad us as a team, we've come together and we want to voice these opinions and obviously share some of our thoughts with you guys. In terms of what I wanted to be when I was younger, I actually wanted to be a teacher for the longest time. I actually, in placement as well, did do that, and then later decided I didn't want to go ahead with that. And I can definitely tell you now, I'm not in that field at all or nowhere near it. So as you guys would have guessed already, all of us have actually chosen to remain anonymous throughout the podcast. The main reason why we've all chosen or come to the same conclusion to be anonymous is we all are going to, unfiltered, throughout the podcast, share our honest thoughts and opinions based on certain topics, life, different life stages. We obviously don't want that to affect our personal lives, which is why we have all chosen to remain anonymous. However, by voicing our opinions, we're hoping to achieve and raise more awareness about certain topics that are unspoken of. We are going to, throughout the podcast, remain completely raw. The main purpose, or we believe remaining anonymous, will hopefully allow you to see that we're not trying or attempting to, get clout. We are not aiming to monetize this account, and we have no other ulterior motives as well. So we are going to be remaining completely raw, unfiltered, and absolutely honest about our opinions.
That's right, Boomy. And we are so excited to get started with this podcast and talk about a lot of controversial topics, and in the hopes that you will be able to relate to us as well as young Tamil youths. This is only the beginning. Keep an eye out for more, and thank you so much for listening. And we're signing out. This is Aravi.
This is Bhumi.
This is Kyle.
This is Maya.
This is Raghu signing out. Till next time.